Gonna take the kibosh on you.
Hey Larry, do you know what time Yvonne is supposed to show up today?
Wow, I had no idea. But if I were to guess, I'd say she'll be here any minute now.
You think so?
Hey, you too. I'm here. Surprise!
Haha, you got me. I wasn't expecting you so soon.
Phew, glad you made it. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, so what kind of comedic hijinks should we get into today?
I got an idea. Let's pretend to be mad scientists and come up with hilarious experiments.
Hey Fred, did you hear the news?
What news? Fred, I heard they're opening a new sushi joint in town.
Sushi? I could go for some sushi right now.
Oh no, I can't eat sushi. It's against my religion. My rabbi says the only thing I can have is a salami sandwich.
Well, why don't I go pick up some salami and we can make sandwiches right here?
That sounds great. I'm in. Hi everyone. It's great to be here tonight. So I've been single for a while now, and let me tell you, dating these days is rough. Even the apps don't seem to be helping, you know, the ones where they match you on paper, but it doesn't actually lead anywhere? Yeah, those are a waste of time. Anyway, I was on one of those apps the other day and this girl messaged me out of nowhere. She wrote, "Hi, how's it going?" And I replied, "Cool beans." Talk about a conversation killer. But honestly, it's not all bad. I mean, at least when you're single you don't have to worry about being in a complicated relationship. You know what they say, no strings attached. So yeah, single life isn't so bad after all. Thanks for listening everyone. Cheers!
Oh my goodness. Have you heard the news? They're opening a new pub on the other side of town.
That is so crazy. Can you believe it? I mean, who would have thought there's room for another pub in this town? I just never expected it, you know?
I know, right? It's like all of a sudden this little town is becoming the new hotspot. With all the new restaurants, bars, and entertainment centers that are popping up here, it's like a whole new world.
Amazing. I can't wait to check it out.
Me too. We'll have to go there soon and see what all the fuss is about.
Absolutely. That sounds like a plan. But in the meantime, I'll just have to keep my regular haunt going.
So I was walking down the street and suddenly a little old lady came up to me, tap 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 on my shoulder, and says, "Hey you. You're standing on my cat." So I look down, and sure enough there's this fat white cat just standing there looking up at me. And she says, "That's my cat. You have to give it back." I'm like, "Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. This isn't my cat." But she's adamant and says you have to give it back. That's my cat. So I'm trying to figure out what to do, and the cat looks at me and says meow. So I look back at the old lady and say, "Okay, you can have your cat back. But just so you know, he says his name is Larry." Pauses for laughter. So I learned an important lesson that day: never stand on someone else's cat.
So, did you hear the news?
What news? Did something happen?
Yeah, somebody won the lottery.
Wow, that's incredible. So who won it?
I heard it was some guy from the next town over.
No way. How much did he win?
I heard it was over $10 million.
Can you believe it? That's crazy.
That is unbelievable. I wonder if his life will change for the better now.
So, did you hear about that new taco place downtown? Larry, it's supposed to be the best tacos in town. I'm dying to try it out.
Really? I heard the burritos are even better. We should go and find out who's right. Who knows, it might just become our new spot. What do you think?
Let's do it. I'm sure it'll be a wild ride either way.
So Yvonne, I was thinking about what to do for dinner tonight.
Oh, yeah? Well, I heard that the new Italian place opened up around the corner. It sounds pretty good.
A new Italian place? I think that's worth checking out.
We can do that, or we could just order a pizza and stay in.
Yeah, that sounds nice too. I like the sound of a cozy night in.
All right, well, it's settled then. Pizza it is.
Great, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. I'm sure it's going to be a great night.
Absolutely. Now let's just hope it doesn't rain.
Haha, yeah. I don't think we'd want that to ruin our night.
I'm starting to wonder if I'm living my life correctly.
Oh, come on, Fred. There is no right or wrong way to live life.
Then why does it feel like I'm missing something?
Maybe you just need to change things up a bit. Try something different.
You could start working out more. That always gets my creative juices flowing.
Or maybe take a drawing class.
Or learn a musical instrument.
That's a great idea. So, I was out walking my dog the other day when we passed by a hot dog stand. My dog looks up at me and says, "Mom, can we get one?" So I said yes, and my dog proceeded to eat the entire hot dog like it was nothing. The guy at the stand says to me, "Wow, that's unbelievable, that dog can really eat." And I said, "That's nothing, you should see how fast he can vacuum." Have you ever noticed how people love to talk about their pets? Everywhere I go, somebody has a story about how smart and loyal their dog is. Sometimes I just want to be like, yeah, my dog is smarter than all of your pets combined. So, that's my life as a pet owner. I'm sure you can all relate. Thanks for coming out tonight, everyone. I hope you had a great time.
Hey, did you guys hear about the new restaurant that opened up around the corner?
No way. I heard it's supposed to be really good.
Oh yeah? Let's go check it out then.
Yep, I'm game.
Alright, so long as they have the right kind of hummus.
What kind is the right kind?
The kind that tastes like the inside of a cloud?
I think that's more of a metaphor, Yvonne.
Did you hear about that new sushi place? I heard it's really amazing.
I'm tempted to give it a try, but I'm worried about the cost.
Yeah, me too. But I also heard that they have a secret menu with cheaper options.
Really? That's great. I'm definitely going to check it out. What kind of options are on the secret menu?
Oh, just the usual. Some discounted rolls, appetizers, and even drinks.
Wow, that sounds like a bargain. Do you think it's worth the risk?
Definitely worth it. You can't beat the savings, and you might even find something new and delicious.
Alright, I'm sold. I'll let you know how it goes.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. So, I was talking to my friend the other day, and we were discussing how crazy this year has been. Me being me, of course, I had to make a few jokes about it. Here goes one. What did the pandemic say to quarantine? Nothing, it just gave it a nasty look. Ha, ha. What a wild year, right? So, I was thinking the other day, how long do you think it takes for a bad decision to travel? 5 seconds. Alright, one more. Why don't glaciers ever get the blues? Because they're always moving. Well, that's all I have for tonight. Thanks for listening. Hope you all have a great night. Goodbye.
Hey Larry, did you hear the news?
What news?
Yeah, what news?
Yeah, what news?
The governor signed a bill legalizing the sale of alien products in all 50 states.
Wow, that is news. What products?
You don't want to know.
No, I think I do.
All right, what products?
All kinds alien bubble bath, alien sun hats, even alien pet rocks.
Wait a minute, Pet Rocks.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming out tonight. So, my wife just left me last week, and I have to say it has been pretty tough. Especially since she left all of our stuff at my place. You know what they say, you can't take it with you. But really, that's not true, because she took everything. So, I've been trying to find ways to cope with the breakup, and one thing I decided to do was to get a pet. But when I went to the pet store, it turns out all the So, did you hear the news?
What news?
That our favorite pizza place is running a 2-for-1 special.
Wow, that's awesome. Do they still have the deep dish?
Oh, yeah, and the thin crust, and they added a new flavor too.
What is it?
Garlic and jalapeno. Sounds like it could be interesting.
I'll have to try it. Hey, you know what else would be a great combination? So, I heard you got a new job at the bank.
Yeah, I started last week. It's actually quite enjoyable.
That's great. I've been thinking of getting one myself.
Really? What kind of job are you considering?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe something like customer service or accounting.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Have you given any thought on how you'd handle difficult customers?
That's easy. I just give them a hug and tell them everything will be all right. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. Of course, I'm not actually sure how much that would help, but at least they would feel better.
That might work for a few people, but I don't think it would really solve the problem.
Hey everybody, so what's up? Man, I can't believe it's already Friday night. It feels like just yesterday was Monday. So, I was watching the news earlier and they were talking about how to save money. You know what I heard? If you start saving for retirement when you're 25, it's like having an extra 20 years of working. I thought, wow, that's so smart. Then I realized, wait, that means I only have 15 years left to retire. Ugh. Alright, so that's why I need to start cutting back on some of my spending. Like the other day, I went out to eat with some friends and all they were talking about was their new iPhones. I was like, I don't need one of those, I'm perfectly fine with my old flip phone. Then everyone just stared at me and it got super awkward. Anyway, I think that's enough about me for tonight. Let's move on to the next comedian. Have a great evening, everybody.
Hey Fred, what do you think the chances are that hamburgers will replace sushi as a popular food in the next 5 years?
Are you crazy? Hamburgers will never replace sushi. That's one food trend that won't be changing anytime soon.
Well, you never know. Maybe companies will start making vegan hamburgers with a seaweed based patty.
That's an interesting thought, but I still don't think hamburgers will replace sushi. They're just too different.
That's true, but you also can't deny the potential for vegan hamburgers to gain in popularity and make their way into restaurants everywhere. Stranger things have happened.
Alright, I'll concede that it might be possible. But I still don't think hamburgers will ever take the place of sushi.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Wow, you'll never believe what happened to me this morning.
What was it? Let me guess, you spilled hot coffee all over yourself.
No, that actually happened to me last week. Today I got stuck in an elevator. It was really scary, I had no idea when it would start moving again.
So I guess it was a good thing that you had your phone with you, right?
Actually, my phone died right before it got stuck. I had to use the emergency call button and waiting for help felt like forever.
I'm glad you made it out okay. That sounds like quite the adventure.
Yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
So did you hear what happened to Susan? Yeah, I heard she got a new job.
Yeah, apparently it's a much better salary than what she was making before.
That's great news. I sure wish I could make that kind of money.
Me too. But I guess with our newfound fame, maybe we can get a raise. Yeah, you never know. Hey, have you heard the new joke at the comedy club? No, what is it?
A penguin walks into a bar and asks for a drink. The bartender says, "What'll you have?" So last night I'm trying to sleep but the neighbors are having the loudest party.
Oh my gosh, did you call the cops?
No, I figured the sound would eventually die down.
That's optimistic of you. So, did it work?
Not really. I ended up going over there and turning off the music myself.
So, what did they do?
Hey everyone, thanks for coming out tonight. I'm Larry and I'm going to be doing some stand-up comedy this evening. So I saw this crazy thing on the news yesterday. They said that apparently a group of monkeys took over an old abandoned zoo and started running it like their own private vacation spot. Can you believe that? I mean, it's nice and all that they have their own little getaway spot, but I'm worried about what happens when the zoo reopens. Will they let the monkeys keep running things? On a more serious note, I'm noticing that so much of what's going on in the world today is really out of our control. It's like we're just passengers on a ship, and no matter how hard we try to steer it in the right direction, it seems as though there's this invisible force pushing us off course. It's like, why do bad things happen to good people? It's a question that I can't seem to get an answer to. But hey, at least there's some good news. The monkeys are having fun running their own zoo. So let's stay positive and keep our chins up, okay? Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's get back to the comedy. So a couple was on their honeymoon and they were trying to figure out where to go first. The husband says, "Why don't we go to the zoo? We can look at all the caged animals and get ideas for our marriage." So did I tell you about that wild dream I had last night?
What kind of dream?
It was so weird. I was stuck in a lift and then suddenly an elephant came out of nowhere. Fred, you wouldn't believe what happened next. The elephant pulled out a big bazooka and started shooting at me.
Wow, that's crazy. What did you do? Did you survive?
I just saw the weirdest thing while walking down the street.
What was it? Some guy was walking his pet possum. I'd heard of cats and dogs, but never a possum.
Yeah, I know. Possums are one of the oddest pets you can have. So what did the guy do?
He was just walking it around like it was a dog. I thought it was so bizarre.
I know, it's like he didn't even notice how strange it was. Maybe he just wanted to show off his unique pet.
Yeah, that must be it.
Hey everyone! So, I was just out for a walk and I saw these two dogs. It reminded me of my relationship with my girlfriend, always walking side by side but never quite seeing eye to eye. Anyway, so I'm out walking and these two dogs are just staring at each other. Finally, one of them says to the other, "You ever gonna move?" So the other one says, "No, I was going to see if you were." Haha, can you believe it? That's the kind of logic I'd like to bring into my relationship. Alright, so I'm out there with these two dogs and they finally move on. But then this little kid runs up to me, looks me dead in the eye and says, "Mister, why were those two dogs just staring at each other?" And I said, "Well kid, sometimes in life you just gotta stop and smell the roses." Alright folks, I hope you liked that one. Have a great night and thanks for coming out.
So what do you think of this new dress I'm wearing?
Oh my goodness, it's such a bold choice. I love the color, but aren't those stripes a little overwhelming? Well, if you think so, I guess I can always return it for something else.
No need, I'll just wear a big hat to cover the top half.
Haha, that's a great idea.
Hey, did you guys know that tomorrow's National Hug Day? Looking at the two of you, I'm glad there's no danger of that happening anytime soon. Hey, I know the perfect gift for tomorrow. How about a box of air? Guaranteed to bring that special someone you love a big hearty hug.
Air. You sure know how to come up with some strange ideas, Larry.
Yeah, but bizarrely enough, it's actually a great idea.
So I'm going to the post office today and they said it's going to be a 3-hour wait. Can you believe it? What kind of post office makes you wait for 3 hours?
You know what? I heard about a post office that only has a 2-hour wait.
Really? Where is it?
In the middle of nowhere. It's a tiny town that no one has ever heard of. I guess it's a secret post office for people who don't want to wait in line for too long. Hey, why don't you try it out?
Hi there! So, did you guys hear about the new restaurant that's opening up downtown? It only serves food from inside a pinball machine. What a wild concept, right? And it got me thinking, what kind of food could you get from inside a pinball machine? I bet you could get a lot of finger foods like mini burgers, fries, and maybe even a hot dog or two. Of course, you'd have to be careful about where you aim those flippers, or else you might end up with chili fries in your lap. Hey, speaking of laps, did you hear about the new dance craze that's sweeping the city? It's called the Pinball Waltz. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a slow dance where one person stands in the middle and everyone else dances around them like they are a pinball. Sounds like a lot of fun, right? So, who's up for trying the Pinball Waltz tonight? Let's give it a shot.
So I was walking to work the other day and then out of nowhere, this lady runs up to me and tells me she loves my shoes.
That's amazing. Where did you get them?
What are you doing talking to a stranger?
What else was she going to do? Run away. So why did she love your shoes so much?
Obviously, she has good taste. So, what did you say?
Yeah, what did you do?
I told her where I got them and she said she was going to go get a pair for herself. We had a laugh about it and then went our separate ways. It was so unexpected and funny. What do you guys think?
Hey, have you seen the new taproom that just opened? I heard it's got some great beer.
Yeah, I know. It's like a dream come true for all of us beer lovers out there. Have you ever considered brewing your own beer?
Actually, I was thinking about it last week. But I'm not sure I have the equipment or know how to make it happen.
You can get all the supplies you need online these days. And there are tons of blogs and tutorials to help you out.
That's a great idea. I think I'm gonna give brewing my own beer a try.
Hey Yvonne, did you hear the news? Apparently, a new monster movie is coming out that's being filmed in our neighborhood.
Wow, that's so exciting. I wonder what kind of monsters are in it. Are they going to be aliens, mutants, or something else entirely? I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty scary. I mean, who knows what kind of things could happen in an area like this?
Well, you never know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Hey, speaking of monsters, did you hear about the giant robot that appeared in town the other day? It was totally bizarre. People were running around like crazy, and the police had to call in some reinforcements.
Wow, that's wild. Do you think it has something to do with the movie?
Hey everyone! Thanks for coming out tonight. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Larry and I'm a stand-up comedian. So, I was sitting at the bar the other day and I noticed that a lot of people were ordering drinks. And I'm thinking to myself, what are they all trying to drown out? Anyways, I was talking to a friend of mine recently. He said something that really made me think. He said life is nothing more than a series of choices. And it really got me thinking about how we can all make small changes in our lives to be happier and healthier. So, I was on my way to the store and I saw this sign that said life is short. Buy the shoes. So of course, I bought them. I think it's important to remember that life is what you make of it and don't be afraid to take risks. Who knows, maybe something great could happen. Alright, that's all I got for tonight. Thanks everyone. Have a great night. Applause.
I've been trying to get in shape lately, but all of the exercise is really tiring. I just don't have the energy to do it anymore.
Maybe you should try doing some non-exercise activities. Doing something like playing a sport or going for a walk would be good too. You might even find that it's more enjoyable than going to the gym. Besides, getting your heart rate up and getting out of the house will make you feel better. And if all else fails, you could always try yoga. I hear it's a great way to relax and de-stress.
I guess that's true, but I'm not sure if that would be enough to get me in shape. I think I need something with a bit more intensity.
So did you hear about the new restaurant opening up near here?
Yeah, I heard it's some kind of fusion between a submarine shop and a sushi bar.
That sounds interesting, but it could also be quite a disaster. I'm thinking about trying it out. Are you game?
It sounds like a risk, but what's life without a few risks? Count me in. Let's make it a double date. I know a few people who would be interested.
That sounds like a plan.
It's a date then. I'll let you know when I get the details sorted out. Did you hear about the new restaurant that opened up in town?
No, I haven't. What's it like?
They're serving up food that is so weird, I'm not sure if it's even edible.
That does sound unusual. Maybe I'll give it a try and see how it goes.
I wouldn't recommend it. The owner said they're using an old family recipe that he won't even share with the staff. I hear they've got a pretty wild vibe too, with live music and DJs playing all night long.
Wow, that does sound quite different from the usual restaurants around here. I'm tempted to check it out just for the experience. I bet we'll have a lot to talk about if it's really as crazy as they say.
Hey, did you hear that the mayor's office is hosting a free comedy show tonight?
Really? Where?
At City Hall.
We should definitely try to get tickets.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you get a chance to see a show for free?
Yeah, and maybe we could even get a few good jokes in before the show? It could be great practice for all of us.
That's a great idea. Let's do it.
Alright, it's a date then. See you all there. Oh, and don't forget to bring the best jokes you've got.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll come up with plenty before the show. Hey Yvonne, did you hear about the new restaurant that just opened up in town?
No. What kind of restaurant is it? Is it a health food joint or something?
Not even close. The menu is entirely composed of mystery dishes.
What do you mean?
Basically, you can order anything off the menu and they'll bring you something that may or may not be what you ordered. It's like a game of chance. So, are you game?
Sure, why not? I love a good mystery. Let's give it a try and see what happens.
Hey everyone! So I'm out here tonight to get your laugh muscles flexing. What do you say? So I had the craziest dream last night. I was in my kitchen, and everything was upside down. The plates were hanging from the ceiling, the glasses were on the walls, and it took forever to find the refrigerator. But what made it even crazier was that everything was in reverse too. So when I opened the door, milk came pouring out. Anyone else ever have a dream like that? Alright, now let's talk a little bit about relationships. How many of you out there are in relationships right now? No one? Well, to all of you single people out there, I have some advice. Don't settle. Always make sure your partner is someone who makes you feel valued and appreciated. Otherwise, it's not worth the time or effort. Alright, that's all for me. Thanks for coming out tonight. Have a great night. Hey Yvonne, did you hear about the new restaurant that opened around town? They said it has all the best Mexican food. I'm dying to check it out.
Really? I'm so there. But how are we going to get Fred to come along?
What? I'm definitely coming along. I could use some Mexican food.
Whoa, I can't believe it.
What did you think I was going to do, pass up free Mexican food?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Thank you everyone. You're a great audience. So I've been thinking. What do you call a fish with no eyes? AFSH. Alright, I got another one. What did the fish say when he hit the wall? Damn! Okay, let's try one more. Why did the fish cross the ocean? To get to the other tide. Alright, that's enough fish jokes for now. Here's one about my bank account. Why is my bank account always so empty? Because they keep taking out a sea of payments. Thank you everyone and have a great night. Cheers! Hey everyone, how's it going? I was talking with a friend of mine the other day and he said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. And I said, no, life is like a deck of cards. You can always make something out of them. Anyway, what have you all been up to recently? Anything funny or interesting happen? I'll go. So, a couple days ago, I was out walking my dog and I noticed this really cute girl on the other side of the street. So I had my pooch start barking and she looks right over at me but keeps walking. I thought to myself, man, I think she likes me. But then I noticed something, my dog was barking at a fire hydrant.
Hey, guys, why don't we go get some ice cream?
Ice cream? At this time of night? That's really random. I don't even know what kind of ice cream I want.
Yvonne, I'm going to need a lot of convincing for this one.
Alright, how about this? We can go in and sample all the flavors and I'll buy whatever flavor you decide on. What do you say?
Alright, that sounds good to me. Larry, what do you say?
So, what did you get for your birthday this year?
Nothing. My family decided that this year, instead of giving each other birthday presents, we would all donate to charity.
That's a great idea. What charity did you choose?
I donated to an animal shelter and asked that all donations be used for the care of senior dogs. What charity did you choose? I donated to a children's education fund that helps underprivileged kids get tutoring and college prep.
That's a wonderful cause. I'm so glad you were able to make such a positive contribution. What inspired you to make that kind of donation?
I just wanted to do something meaningful and make a difference. I believe that education is a great equalizer and can help level the playing field for many of today's youth.
That's a very noble sentiment. I'm proud of you for making such a thoughtful and generous choice.
So what do you guys think of the pandemic? I mean, I still don't even know what is true and what isn't.
It's a real crazy time. I hear all these rumors and it's really hard to sort out what is true and what isn't. I heard this one about the people who used to live in the apartments next door.
Rumors, schmumers. All I know is that life has really changed. What used to be funny and entertaining doesn't even make sense anymore.
Tell me about it.
Well, take takeout for example. I mean, what's the point of having it when you can't even eat it with your friends? And don't even get me started on the masks. They just don't look right. I mean, everyone's trying to be safe and all, but what happened to laughing together?
Yeah, that's true. It's been really tough not having the same kind of humor that we're used to.
That's why I think we should all make an effort to still